Hey Wizards, guess what? It is Kieran Ashheimer. I'm back for another episode of the Fire and Storm walkthrough here on Wizard101, the dual school walkthrough, and we are going to go meet Grandmother Raven, the Dame. Let's see here. Well, and apparently she's down here. Now this could cause trouble if she's like caught or something. So let's see what's going on. Uh-oh, she's in some sort of force field. Let's talk to her.
Greetings, young wizard. At long last we meet.
She's the narrator.
I have long watched you as you made your way through the spiral. Perhaps you have felt my presence before.
Huh. Yeah, you think?
I celebrated your victories, and I hope that my counsel reached you in your journeys. You find me at a disadvantage. Though the ravens are all my children of a sort, some of them are quite wicked. The ravens of the coven are especially untrustworthy. They caught me unawares and trapped me in this cage. If you would help an old grandmother, talk to the three wise sisters called the Norns at the nearby well. They can see into the past, across the world as it is, and they know what is to come. They can help you set me free.
Let's go talk to the Norns, guys. Right over here. Okay.
I am Erd, the one who knows all that has happened to you before this day.
I am Verdandi, and there is nothing in the spiral that is hidden from my sight.
I am Skald, and I knew you were coming.
We Norns tend the loom of fate. Each living being is but a thread for us to weave into the tapestry of life.
As an outlander, you are free from fate. You are not of Grizzleheim, so your destiny is not part of this tapestry.
You alone can change the course of events and thwart the frightful fate that is to come.
To free Grandmother Raven, you must do the impossible. First, fetch for us the feather of a white raven.
Skogul the Pale is such a raven, with feathers the color of the moon, rather than the night dark sky.
Go to Skogul's hut in Rundlefjord and beg from her a single white feather.
Let's go talk to Skogul. Very good. Awesome. I hope everybody's doing great today. I am doing excellent. I am loving it that we are in Wintertusk. This is like one of my favorite worlds right here. I love the combinations. It's a great little side world. Lots of fun quests. 3 or 4 main sections. This is kind of like the blueprint for like the newest worlds, I would think.
Who's that outside? If you're from the coven, leave me alone. If you've come to free me, then welcome. The door is frozen shut. If you want to be of help, fetch a kettle from the market and fill it with snow. Melt the snow in the fire pit in the market, and then bring the hot water back to pour over the ice on my door.
Okay, let's melt it down the ice. So anyways, like I was saying, this world I think is basically the blueprint to most of the new worlds that they put out. It's not a huge amount of quests. It's very tight and tidy. All the sections are really, really close together. Okay, where is that? Oh, there it
You
is.
get a cooking pot and quickly fill it with snow.
And so I think that's why a lot of people like Wintertusk. Is it's not super overextensive. It's concise. It's tight. The area is pretty cool. It's neat, and it does match the size of the way the newer worlds have been being built.
The snow melts and boils quickly.
Very good. Let's splash this
You
down.
pour the boiling water over the ice. It melts away.
Let's head in.
You're not from around here, are you? You have my gratitude for getting rid of the ice, but I'm still plenty mad at what's been done. If you'll go and teach a handful of those ravens a lesson, any of them will do, I'll be willing to listen. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there and thrash some of the ravens that ruined this nice village.
Skogul the Pale. Not very happy with the grumpy ravens, is she? Well, let's go ahead and take down some Coven Frostbeaks. Yeah, so honestly, I think this world really templates how they've been building the new worlds, which have been pretty concise. I think that's a good way to put it. They're certainly not like the arcs of the second I mean, the worlds of the second arc, which get to be pretty expansive, and that's the arc we're in right now, from Celestia all the way to, Celestia all the way to Chrysalis. Now, I will say that the third arc worlds are really, really interesting, and I do like the third arc worlds a lot. Third arc worlds is when they started getting back to, like, as opposing to going up to like 200 quests per world, they started to bring it back down again to something more reasonable, like 100, like, you know, anywhere from 90 to 110 quests. And the third arc is really a very awesome arc. Good storytelling, very nicely developed worlds that have some neat new ideas in them. The fourth arc's interesting, you know. The fourth arc is interesting, but it's not my favorite arc, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of neat ideas with it, but not the arc that I think that's super exciting. We'll have to see how it ends, because we just finished the third world on the fourth arc with my other wizard, and Novus ended at a pretty interesting spot, so I'm kind of interested to see how the rest of the adventure comes along, you know. But I don't think it's as much fun as the second and third arc. I think the second and third arc are definitely the best storyline arcs of Wizard, certainly by quite a bit. Let's go ahead and fire Dragon. I'll tell you what, having the new gear, starting to feel like my old self now. We're doing some dicing and crunching and frying of mobs. It feels good. Doing some real damage. Like, that's a beautiful thing right there. Yep, just watch them burn. Okay, back to Skogul, and let's see what she has to say now.
I'll help you now that the ravens have paid for the trouble they brought to Hrundel Fjord. What can I do for you? A feather? An odd request, but if it's for a good cause.
Wincing, Skogul pulls out a stray feather and hands it to you.
Use that in a spell against me, and you'll wish you hadn't.
Oh, not planning on doing that. No, ma'am. Okay, let's head back to Erd. Now that we've got the feather, that worked out pretty good. I kind of like simple little quests like that sometimes. You know, just knock it out, move through it. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Erd.
This feather will serve its purpose, but it's only a start. We do not send you on idle errands. The things we need are for a mighty spell to change the fate of a world.
The next impossible thing we need is a claw from a bear with no name. In this world, that is no small thing.
Vanir Stormroarer keeps a census of all who dwell here. He knows everyone and may know if there is one with no name. Vanir is in his hall, and he will help you find this nameless bear. When you have that bear's claw, you can return.
Let's go get ourselves that bear's claw. Fantastic. Up, and there we go. Okay, so Vanir, he's going to tell us where to find the census. What a smart bear, keeping the census of everybody that lives here.
You seek a bear without a name. How odd. Why would any bear not want to have a name to echo in glory? I keep a census of all those who live in this village. Read it and see if it helps.
Let's go see if that helps. There's also a lot of really cool bosses here in Grizzleheim, side bosses. They have some pretty interesting cheats too, so you might check it out. Could be worth your time.
You examine the census. The list of names doesn't include Leaf, who is standing outside of town.
Let's go talk to Leaf. Maybe he doesn't have a name.
Greetings. Is it safe to go back into town? What? No name? How could they take Leaf off their census? I'll have to speak to Vanir about that. What's that? You'd like a claw? How odd. I was just sharpening my claws and the tip of one of them broke off. It must be fate at work. In that case, you should have it.
There we go. Got a tip of a claw. We're good to go. Fate. Fate is always working for us in this game. That's the good news. That's the good news. Very good. So let's zip back over here to Erd and let her have the claw. And maybe soon we'll be able to free Grandmother Raven.
The claw of a bear with no name. You are clever to win such a prize. Clever indeed. A feather from a white raven and a claw from a bear with no name. 2 of the 3 items we need are in hand.
The third item is perhaps the most difficult to obtain. A tooth from a wolf who has never known battle.
Fate smiles upon you. At the edge of this village is an herbalist called Regan Wildleaf. He may be of help.
Let's go talk to Regan Wildleaf. Talk to the wolf in the village. Not very many wolves sing around this village, but we found one. Let's head over there. There we are.
You aren't from here. Did you come with the coven, or are you here as a friend to the folk of Hrundelfjord? We can use allies in this grave time. I am an herbalist, and I do what I can to heal the sick. A tooth? What a strange request. And an odd coincidence. One I cannot ignore. When the ice first came, I bit a piece of it and broke a tooth. I'll readily give it to you, but can you help me? I have an ache from the missing tooth, and the herbs I need for the remedy are outside of town. I'll need a sprig each of valerian and of amaranth. They grow around the village and outside the front gates. I'll also need a branch of moonwort, which the coven nightwings may have taken. Gather those 3 herbs, bring them to me, and I'll look around and see if I can find that broken tooth.
Sounds like a trade. Let's go get him some herbs. I don't wish a toothache on anybody. Have you had a toothache? Let me know down in the comments if you've ever had a toothache. You know, has it caused you problems? I know the one I had caused me problems. I think one of these things is up here. No, apparently not up there. Okay, well, we're not trying to get to Osterland. Now, they said over here by the gate and just outside, so we'll check out by the gate. Yep, there's some valerian. That's good. Got 1 valerian right there at no small risk to myself. Now we need some amaranth. Do we see any amaranth out here? No. Amaranth must be back over this way. So let's head... Oh, yeah. If we hit the map, usually it'll give us some clues. Okay, like we were just right up here. Nope. No clues. We got to find the stuff on our own. But there might be some amaranth down this way. Let's check over here. La la. Do 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 do. A wooden chest, though. Sorry, I saw the ore. I thought I might as well grab it. Okay. No amaranth here. Quite a bit of ore, though. Yeah, wow. Like I told you, this is a great place to go reagent hunting. You know, so if you just want to do some wild reagent hunting, scrap iron and stuff, yeah, not a bad place for it. Okay. There's only one other area that I haven't checked for amaranth, so let's go down this way and see if there is some over here in front of this gate. Okay, where's the amaranth hiding? Wonder if there's some up this way. Up to Sudgerland. There we go. I see amaranth. And there's some more. Of course, it's like the furthest way, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and defeat some Coven Rune Claws. There they are. And get the Moonwort. Guess the Amaranth was on the map. I just didn't recognize the symbol. Very good. Things are moving right along now. Ah, yes. So, where are we at in our journey? Well, if we have as many episodes as we did with my walkthrough, we're closing in at about 1/4 of the way through the main quest line. Yeah, we're closing in on about 1/4 of the way through the main quest line. So it's pretty exciting. You know, there are so many hours of content in this game. And it's a lot of fun, especially if you like the main gameplay, you like the snarkiness of the guys. Pop culture references, they're usually found all over, and not just pop culture, but mythical references as well as literary references. Love it. It's part of what makes the game so much fun for me to play over and over. Then when you combine it with Pirate 101, which gives you a different type of gameplay and a different type of character that's balanced in a totally different way, but yet really expands the spiral into be this much bigger world. It's just a great combination, and I'm sorry for those who couldn't get into Pirate. I know there's a few of you out there that are just Wiz players, and you're just not a big Pirate fan. But honestly, I really do think you're missing something. But that's okay. That's okay. I used to be like you once too. I used to not want to mess with Pirate at all.
You're quite the gatherer. Those herbs will help ease the pain of this broken tooth. And here, this is for you.
Regan hands you a jagged piece of broken tooth. That must have hurt coming out.
Excellent. So we've gone all three. So let's head down to the Ravens. If I can, actually get over there. Yeah, I was turning the wrong way. Getting all turned around. That's why I'm not a great action game style player. I can barely get my wizard moving in the right direction. Good thing I don't have to do anything in action. Okay.
We have the three that cannot be. Now is the time to weave our greatest magic. Tooth, claw, and feather. These are symbols of our people, yet each comes from a source that cannot be.
You must bind them with the thread of your life and weave them into the tapestry that is Grizzleheim's fate.
Take feather, claw, and tooth to the loom of fate. Tie them to your thread, you will know it, and return to us.
Let's go tie it to the loom of fate. I'm glad they just leave this thing sitting out,
One of the threads looks a little different from the others. You get a sense that it represents you. You tie the feather, claw, and tooth to the thread. Strangely, Grizzleheim feels a little more like home to you.
Okay, let's talk to Erd.
You can now dispel the magic that binds Grandmother Raven within her cage. It should open to your touch.
That's what I need to hear. Let's open up Grandmother Raven's cage. This is cool. One of the best cinematics of the game, I think.
Free from that cage. Now I can take on my true form. Do not be afraid. Walk up the ramp so that I can see you, eye to eye.
Let's go talk to Grandmother Raven. Yay! Okay.
It has been centuries since I wore this shape. Oh, to stretch these wings once more. There is still much to do, else the Everwinter takes us all in its cold-clawed grasp. When the Ice Titan fought with his brothers, the Titans of Fire and Storm, the world was threatened with ruin. Bartleby sung the song that put them to sleep and bound together the shattered world and spun it into the spiral. 4 sons there are of the Ice Titan, 4 giants of frost. Austri, Vestri, Sudri, and Nordri are their names. Each frost giant rules a land near Rundle Fjord, and they have never been friendly to bear, wolf, or raven. But the one they liked least was their father, the Ice Titan himself. While the father slumbers, the sons run wild. The 4 ice giants each have a means to bind their father to sleep. 4 golden seals, 1 to each. I lay this task upon you, to fetch back the golden seals. The gate to Austri's land will now open to you. Go through the gate and speak to Austri. Bargain for the seal, then return with it. There is no other way.
Whoa, very good, very good. So that's what we got to do is we have to deal with Austri first. So there'll be 4 sections, so at least 4 more episodes in this series as we go to work this. But guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and call it there. So thanks for hanging out with us. This has been the Dual School Fire and Storm walkthrough here in Winter Tusk, and I hope you guys have a great day. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Catch you later. Bye-bye.